Hey, I'm Scott Donaldson from King Buffalo. I am the drummer, and this is my kit. So what I have is a Vistalite reissue. I think I got it in like 2010 or 2011. And the plan was actually to take all the hardware off, bring it to a window tint place, and make it into like a 70s smoke kit. And then when I took it out of the box, I'm like, I can't do that. It looks really cool. My bassist used to work at a lighting company, so we've been incorporating the LED into that, and you can do color changing between songs and stuff. I mean, acrylic has always looked awesome. I have wood kits. Those tend to be my recording kits. I have recorded with this before. Our first demo was done with this, and we did Acheron because we did it live in a cave with this kit. You can watch it on YouTube now, so you can watch it. And then we used it for something else. We used this for Balrog, the single we released recently. But I mean, Bonham, dude. Duh. It's hard to not think of Bonham when you see a Vistalite. And I didn't want to do an amber. I want to do like I said, I was planning to tint it, but then I love the clear, and now we can change the colors each night. The sizes are: this is a 22/16 bass drum, 13 by 9 rack, 16 by 16 first floor, and 16 by 18 second floor. And then snares, my wood kits at home are Tama's, and I love Tama's craftsmanship. I've got like 5 Tama snares, but this one's my favorite one, but I can only use it in the States because I can't fly with it because it's too heavy and too big. It's the Tama Starphonic copper snare. I'm trying to remember how deep. I want to say it's like 7 or 8 inches deep, but I don't know. It's my only copper snare. It has like a nice warm tone, and it's not as like pingy as like some steel and brass snares are. As far as heads, I've kind of just always stuck with Evans. I've never really, I've messed with Remos, and I have an Aquarian on my kick because just for whatever reason those Super Kick 2s are just so great for the kick. And then the resonant head on the bass drum is just a custom clear. But this is like my favorite snare head. It's a Power Center reverse dot. It's a single ply with just like a little, whatever you call it, like adhesive on the back end, just so I don't put my stick through it every night. These are the EC2s. They take a little bit of the ring out. I got a bunch, and they seem fine. They hold up. The classic is like the Power Dot, which is like what Bonham had and everything. But I've had real good luck with these. As far as tuning, I suck at tuning, and that's hilarious because I'm the drummer. But fortunately, they made like some products that got the drum dial that you can like set and get the tension. But the one that I've had the most luck with is the TuneBot, which is basically a tuner for a drum that goes off the microphone. You set it on, you tap around each lug. The one thing I will say is it does take some getting used to getting through like how to work it properly. And then with every drum set, like one drum sounds better, higher or lower, just like it's obvious stuff, but you have to do a lot of testing. But then when you find your settings, then you can always get back to that. And the really great thing about that is, especially in the studios, because when you're recording, you tend to just like tighten everything up a little bit, and then by the 5th take, everything's just like up a couple steps. So by using that, I can kind of stay pretty consistent. So if we have to fly any, if I do a cool fill that I, on another track, we can fly it in, and it'll actually all blend together. But yeah, these I actually tune the top and bottoms the same tuning, because for whatever reason for the acrylic, I get weird overtones when I try to do like a bottom head higher, which is normally how I'll do my acoustic drums. But I just deaden them a little bit more because it obviously resonates much more because the bottoms and tops are to the same hertz. So this is a Paste 2002 Sound Edge 15-inch hi-hat. It's got like the little wave, that's why they call it the Sound Edge. I've always loved this. I love the 2002s for my ride and hi-hat specifically. I do have giant beats at home, and sometimes I use that in studio applications, but these are my favorites live. Crashes, I have Pace Giant Beat. This is the 18-inch, and this one's normally the 20-inch, but like I said, I broke it, so I got the 2002 over here. And then this is a 24-inch 2002 ride. My bandmates hate this cymbal because it's so loud and obnoxious, but I've tried other ones. I have the 22-inch. I don't like the sound as much. I have the Giant Beat. The Giant Beat sounds great, but this bell is so awesome. It cuts through everything, and like all my little articulations you can hear because of this bell. And I mean, every other bell I've heard I don't like as much as this one, but that's just me. As far as hardware stuff, the beefy stuff is all Iron Cobra Tama stuff. I can't remember which. This is the chain drive fancy one with the two legs, so I don't have that extra leg where I'm smacking my foot into. And then I think this is the Iron Cobra, I want to say like the 900 series. It's also the chain driven one. I've just always played Tama stuff as hardware and like snares and like my studio kits, and it's always been super dependable, and I can't break it, so I still have it, and I keep using it. As far as sticks, my favorite one that I've been using for years is a Vic Firth classic 5BN. I love the nylon tips because I used to always break the wood tips, and then like it doesn't, and they bounce a little bit better, and I feel like they articulate more, which, like I said, my bandmates might not love, but that's my go-to. Oh, my throne, it's a Tama. It's like a saddle throne. I used to do the round thrones back in the day, but I don't know. I always feel like when I'm getting going real fast, I want to be able to like not fall over, which is kind of important while you're playing drums. Yeah, because I don't know. Some dudes sit like much higher and have the circle throne. I'll have like a backrest, but this has just always worked for me. This is what I found I feel most comfortable in. And then over to this side, I just got my little side table, which I have a mixer, because I run my in-ears off this mixer, and then I have a Tama Rhythm Watch, and I have a bunch of presets for the songs, so I'll have certain tempos, and I'll play to a click for certain songs, because Sean, he'll run a delay that's set to a perfect tempo, or he'll set a loop, so I can't waver at all, and it just helps us lock in more, so we're like, because back in the day, a couple beers in, you're blasting away a little bit too fast, or you come in a little bit too slow, and then the song doesn't feel right. So this is like, I'm not always running it. Sometimes I'll turn it off like mid-song, because like, yeah, we're good. But other times I'll run it the whole song just because I know there's going to be like a looping portion where Sean's going to be like building layers and layers of guitar, and if I get out and that just fall apart and sound real bad. This is just like the little ching ring. There's like a Bonham thing, and it's been around for forever. The only other cool thing I will say, these are like little pearl quick release things. I saw like a metal drummer at a festival had these, and I was like, oh, those are cool. I should get like that just so I'm not dicking with the spinny for forever. And then the other cool thing that a lot of people don't have, because this is actually a UK brand, is these little these kick fixes, and they're Velcro on the back side, and then this takes Velcro. So this will just prevent my kick from going anywhere, because I like to play with it a little bit elevated and tilt it back towards me. I think Dave Weckl, the jazz drummer, I think I watched one of his videos, and he's like, yeah, I like it tilted back, and then ever since I started doing that, that's how I play. But these, because drums want to run away sometimes, especially when you're hitting as hard as you can. So this is a nice little thing, but yeah, you have to order them and have them shipped from the UK, which is kind of annoying. But yeah, I think that's pretty much it. So we got some European dates coming up. We're going to have 2 runs, one from end of June to mid-July, and then end of July to mid-August. And then we'll probably have some additional dates in the fall of 2025. But all that stuff's going to be available at kingbuffalo.com and via our social media, which is at King Buffalo Band for everything.